Good morning everyone. I'm at the airport bowl at Heathrow. So the airport is just really just the other side of those buildings. That's where the runways start. So I'm going to do this sort of area around here. Not done it for about a year. It's not really my area, but it's just something I come to every so often. So yeah, and then I'm going to go about 100 yards away to those traffic lights, and there's a bus stop which is absolutely horrific, so you would need to be sitting down for that one. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with it. It is 8:30 on a Sunday morning, and yeah, let's get on with it. So welcome along, pleased to have your company, and let's get cracking. Right, I haven't had to come far, 30 yards or so, to encounter these. This area basically is where a lot of taxis wait to pick people up from the airport, and then they don't want anything in their car when they pick up their customer. So instead of throwing it in the various bins that are here, they just chuck it on the floor like this, because they are lazy scumbags, that's why. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go round the block, round this block today by the bowl, and then I'm, oh, there's one taking off. So we see him, let's have a look. Let's wait for people. Oh, he's already gone. He must have passed me before I turned round, giving it the beans. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just go around this block and hit the worst of it. I remember coming here a year ago, it was horrific, really bad. I was here quite a while. I expect to be here a couple of hours today, and I'm just gonna do this little peripheral as well. See if I can get that one there. But the plan is not to get too distracted, because as I said, it's just a neglected area, really. It's not far from the airport. It's on the border with Hounslow, but it does come under Hillingdon. But look, let's give it a tidy up anyway. Let's see what we get. But round the corner is, yeah, it's really horrific. I've just driven past it to get here. Took Mrs. O's car today because it's bigger than mine, and managed to get the trolley in it. In mine, I have to dismantle all the trolley if I'm gonna bring it. I think a lot of this would have been blown in by the wind as well. I mean, if it wasn't dropped on the floor to start with, it wouldn't get a chance to get blown in by the wind, but that's neither here nor there, is it? Let's just get this worst bit, and then we'll turn back round and go round the block. Oh, planes are busy. Knowing that there's a bin as well over by the bowling alley, I might go and drop this. I did have half a bag to start with. I went out litter picking yesterday outside of YouTube, and I've got about 6 bags, and I had half a bag left. I thought, oh, I won't waste it, I won't dump it, just bring it here, start with half a bag tomorrow. This one's been on the list, on the planned list for a little while. Right, that'll do. Get you as well, alright. Get you. Ooh, get you. And there's a bit here. That's better. Oh, let's see if I can get that Coke bottle as well. I'll tell you what, let's dump that first. Let's see if I can get that Coke bottle as well, which is right in there. Should be able to get it. Ah, dear. Yep. Right, and there is one of these gas bottles in there as well. That's heavy, but I think I can get that as well. Ah. Got that as well. I'll dump that when I'm at the bin. I just noticed a few in here as well, if I can reach them. Ultimately, I can only get what I can get. There's one in there. Right, that'll do. I've just seen another actually. Oh, they might sign me up for Fulham with these skills. Oh, look at that. Skills. Right. There's one in here I saw from the other angle. Now, where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, and a bit of wire. Right, that'll do, guys. I think I'll go and dump these bags for the moment and go and start afresh again. And yeah, then we'll continue around the block. Right, guys, so stand in the road a minute. The pit is about just over half a mile down the road there, heading west. And if I turn that way, that takes you to Hounslow and then eventually into London on the A4, which will eventually take you to Harrods if you followed that road along. So as I said, we're right by the airport bowl, but I'm not going to go digging in the bushes today because I'd never get home. I'm just going to do what I can see. Basically, if I start digging in the bushes, I'll be here a month. So that's what I done last time. Started digging in the bushes and I was here hours. I'm like, I don't live here. I'll give it a tidy up, but I'm not gonna kill myself over it. So I've decided to walk the reverse way to what I was gonna go, because I dumped those 2 bags that I had on board. I dumped them by the bin, by the entrance to the bowling alley. So I've made a mistake as well this morning. I've not come out with anything to eat. I got up and I was like, okay. I'm a bit peckish, to be honest. I've got a long litter pick in front of me. I do expect to be out a couple of hours in total. Although obviously I might edit the video down to 45 minutes or so. This is definitely going to be the start of March Madness. Although March is a couple of months away. Early January, guys. Early January. So let's just go and get that one here whilst I'm here. Oh yes, we know you have a choice in air travel and we thank you for flying American. The 777 there. American Airlines. I've got my phone on me. I might have a look where it's going in a minute on my phone app. I tracked my son yesterday actually. He said, Dad, I'm flying, this is the tail number. I'm like, right, okay. So he flew from Orange County, Los Angeles area down towards San Diego, done a few loop-the-loops, and then he sort of flew back and then had done a few more loop-the-loops. So he rung me up and I started singing those magnificent men in their flying machines. They loop the loop. You know the song. You're old enough to know the film, you know the song. So yeah. Let's have a look at that American. Let's see how he's getting on. He must have lifted by now, but I just can't see him through the buildings. Let's stay here a minute. I do like a 777, my favourite aircraft. The firepower of a triple. It's got the most powerful engines on it, believe it or not. 115,000 pounds of thrust per engine, which works out to about 50,000 horsepower per engine. Nah, I can't see him. Never mind. Never mind. We're not going to get to see the American triple today. I'm going to have a quick look on my app to see where it's going, and then we'll carry on. We won't get distracted. Right guys, if you can see, there's that 777. Look, it's already out by Windsor, and it's going to Dallas. I think that's American's hub, is Dallas. So a 777 from Heathrow, look. Yeah, very interesting. I'm going to cut back in too soon, guys. I was going to walk around the corner a bit before I started going on, but this is what I'm saying about these bushes. Look, I've just done another one off camera here, and this is the problem. Look, if you get distracted by this, I will do this little bit, it's easy, but if you get distracted by this, I could be here a lifetime. I'll be a grandfather before I get home from this otherwise. Oh, the airport's busy. I mean, it is good to do. You know you've done a thorough job when you've done this. But as I said, I know that bus stop around the corner. When you see it later on the video, guys, you'll... Oh my God, you really are. It is a real shithole. Oh dear. I did ring Umi about this the other day. I said, guess where I'm going to go and do a video on Sunday? She's like, where? I said, I'm going to go down to the A4. Her response was like, have fun with that, Gerard. She said, it is absolutely horrific down there, mate. I said, is it? She said, yep. I said, oh well. I said, you know me, I'll give it a bash. Oh dear. We'll give it a good bash. Right, let's just get this little bit, and then I'll move around the corner because I don't want to get tied up in this. Look. I'll catch you around the corner, guys. Right, I'm making my way along here without digging in here too much. I'm making my way along, and it is it's bad. So I think what this is going to be is a two-part video, guys. I think I'll have to just do it in two parts because I don't want my videos to be an hour long at the moment. Not when I'm going to release so many. So what I'm going to do is I'll do my film review on this one because I have watched a couple of films to review, and what I'll do is just clean up the other area, and that'll just be a short 20-minute video then for a couple of days time. 2 days probably. March Madness, we're trying to do a video every 2 days. That's why I started in January. Something under my foot there. That's why I've started in January, started filming them, because obviously they've got to be edited. Blah 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 blah. So you have to give yourself a bit of prep time. So let's do my film review, guys. So while I'm cleaning this, Lauren, put up the icon, baby. I watched a film called Lake George. Okay, Lake George. The lovely Lauren will put up the icon. And once again I was like, okay, I'll just watch it so I can review it, basically. That's all I watched it for, just so I could review it. Didn't watch it for entertainment purposes, and I thought, oh, this looks a right old load of toilet as well. But once again I got pleasantly surprised because I quite enjoyed it, to the usual Jason Statham wham bam thank you ma'am sort of nonsense, where he beats up 750 people all armed with AK-47 rifles, and then he's like, right, let's go and have a cup of tea afterwards. So it's about a guy who's in prison, and he's done something for a gang, shall we say. I think he's in his early 50s, and he spent 10 years in jail. Oh, cover that up, cover that up. He's got his Man United top on. Cover that up. Anyway, where was we before I started on that young lad with his Man U top on? Yeah, so Lake George. So yeah, he spends some time in jail and he gets out and he goes to see the gang and he said, look, I done the job but I got caught for it, but you owe me money. And he's like, I owe you nothing. Wasn't that a record by Bros as well? I owe you nothing. Giving me age away now. Anyway, all right, I'll pay you, he goes, but you got to do one last job for me. So he's hired to do one last job, and then the story really starts from that point. So, because what he wants to do is retire at this place called Lake George, which is up in Seattle way in the United States, up in the mountains. And yeah, basically it wasn't bad. It was a good little story, believe it or not. It was just light-hearted. It had its jocular moments, shall we say, and it had its serious moments, and overall I got to be honest, I quite enjoyed it. I watched an hour one day and then I watched about 50 minutes the next day. So I'm not going to give too much away with it because the story's very easy to follow. It's just, it's not coming at you at 100 miles an hour like a lot of these films do nowadays. They're like, you know, they're just sort of thrown in your face and you can't keep up with them. So it's called Lake George. I don't know who stars in it. There's no famous actors. And yeah, it's worth a watch. It's just a nice, entertaining film. You'll be entertained if you watch it. Probably more entertained than what this is going to entertain you. Me litter picking on a Sunday morning at Heathrow. So anyway, yeah, I recommend you watch it for a bit of fun. In the meantime, I will empty these. I do have a cup of tea at the moment, to be honest. I did have a couple before I came out, but I'll just do with a couple more. Anyway, I'll empty these and I'll meet you around the corner. Right, everyone, I've dumped those 2 bags over there. That coach, I was speaking to some of the people on it. They're from up north. They're from Sunderland way. So I was having a little chat. They're having a day in London. So anyway, let's hope they have a good day. What I'm going to do, I'll put that there for a minute. I didn't really want to get overly involved in these bushes, but as I'm going to make it a 2-part video, I'm going to have a little dig. Some of it's just too far in there buried. I'm not getting killed to death over this, look. I just can't get it out. Look. Something wrong with the bloody tongs now. They're sticking. They must have something stuck on them. I'll pull that little bit. Look. The tongs are playing up. I'll tell you what, let's go in the other way. I'm too stuck in there. I might just have to grab stuff and then right, guys. Let's just clear some of this crap. This is private land here again. It's a bit like the pit up the road. It's that sort of area, private land that isn't clean, look. But it's nowhere near as bad as the pit. I think the pit's got more hiding places. So I'm just gonna have to pick up a few bits and walk to and fro back to the trolley until I've got the worst of it. But I'm not doing too much of this private land. I've just got better things to do. I've got enough to do today as it is, with just going around this loop by the bowling alley. And as I said, I'm going to do that bus stop, but that's going to be another video now, guys. I've decided I'm just going to be here too long, otherwise this video would be like Hour and 40 minutes long. Right, that's looking better. Let's have a little skirmish around here. Throw that out there in a minute. Dirty nappies. As I said, this is the problem once you start digging into the bushes here. And just never ending. But as you say, I'll make 2 videos out of it, guys. Make 2 videos. All for your delight. Now I know there's some crap in these bushes, but I don't know if I can get to them. Let's have a look. What the bloody hell's that? It's a vacuum cleaner. Throw that out. There's a bag in here. Oh, sugar. Another dirty nappy. My trolley's about 15 yards away at the moment. So I'm just having to chuck it out, or I have to go and retrieve it in a minute. Just can't get in here with a trolley, or really the bag, or either, even if I broke the bag off. Look at this, look. Climbing through this shit. I really want to be doing this. Oh yeah, can't wait. Brilliant. Actually, that's a great idea, Gerard. Oh, result. Just chuck it straight in that bin. I think it's probably where it's come from anyway. Someone's enthusiastically chucked it. There you go. Let's clean that out. Let's get that out. There's one under here somewhere. Yeah, okay, not too bad. Let's just give that a little... I'm going to chuck it in this bin actually, guys, which I've seen. Look at it. It's a right mess. I suppose it will be though. This is where bins go. This can afford to be a right mess. Pick it up a little bit. Let's get it out of the car park. There you go. Bob's your uncle. That'll do. Let's get that out. Right. The good thing about it is I've got a little bin over there which I can... The coach has gone. Right, okay. That'll do. Happy with that. Put that there. Put that there. I'll meet you over by the bin, guys. Okay, guys, so 4 bags and that bit of tat, and then we've got 2 over by the bowling alley. So that's 6 bags so far today. We're about halfway round. I'm hoping it thins out a little bit between now and the loop round. As I said, I'm not going to dig. Because I could be here in eternity. I've already been here 50 minutes, believe it or not, since I got out of the car. And yeah, just this is what you encounter down here. I'll just finish off this little grass bit though, and at least it's done. It's just never ending though, never ending. You can see why I'm going to have to make this a 2-part video now, guys. Nice bottle of pee. Oh, lovely. How charming. Right. There's a bit more up the back here, guys, but it's just going to have to get left. As you say, look at all this in here. I might just go and get that big... whatever it is out. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's count to 50 and see how much we get in 50. You ready? Go. I'll do it in my head. 10. 20. $30. $40. I'll make it 60. $50. Right, that's the 60, guys. I've got most of it, believe it or not. It's funny if you have a massive run at it and you're like, oh well, I'm only going to be here a minute or so. And this will be my last one. It's just too much of it. I'll have to go back to that bin that I've just left as well. I'm filling bags up hand over fist. I just want to get that bottle out. And I want to get that bottle out as well. Oh dear. That do. That looks a lot better. That looks a million times better. The only problem when you take these bags off the trolley, you don't fit so well. I have trouble putting it back on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to run. I'm going to run this just up to that bin where I was, and then I'll continue. Look, it's just an avalanche of it, of stuff that's just buried in the bushes here. Look, just look, absolutely tons of it. It's crazy. I just can't get to a lot of it. Look at it. Just up the camera for you. Look, it's just disgusting. Disgusting. What I was going to say, I made a video recently called Gone with the Wind, but after I made it I decided I'd put it in my January was looking a bit thin on the ground because I was making a lot of videos for Fantastic February. So I thought, okay. So I made a video called Gone with the Wind just before Christmas in the storm, and on it I didn't have a film review. Let's see what I can quickly get. I'm at full stretch already. Look, I just can't get in there. I didn't have a film review, guys, and I put in some interesting facts instead, like the size of countries compared to other countries, which I thought was rather amusing. Anyway, I left one out. I got home and I was like, oh, didn't add that one. So, just for a bit of fun, I'm going to add it to this video. So, the one I left out was, and I've put the picture up. So I'm just being a bit distracted. I've got thorns sticking in my head, which you can't see, but they're bloody stinging me. Not only have I got thorns sticking in my head, but I'm suffering a little bit with psoriasis. I'm having to use a medicated shampoo every day. It is making it better, but it's bloody uncomfortable. Right, let's just get that. I'm at full stretch now, guys. If I can get some of it, I've done a job. I can only be happy. So, right, a couple more and that we'll call it a day. I left out one of the interesting facts, which I didn't know myself until recently. I do like an interesting fact. And the interesting fact was, you can go from England to New Zealand in a straight line without ever crossing land. Yep, I know. Before you go, no you can't, you're sounding like a flipping donut. Yeah, you can. So, look at this picture, guys. I'm going to put it up now. So this is the picture, and if you see in a straight line, you can sail southwest towards South America, and you skim the coast of Brazil, and you just go down the coastline there, down the side of Argentina. Losing the battle here at the moment. And then basically you just keep sailing. So you can go from the United Kingdom, the British Isles, to New Zealand in a straight line, and you never ever touch land. That is a very, very interesting fact. So hope you enjoyed that one. I just wanted to add it into the videos because as I said, I forgot to add it on my Gone with the Wind video. And I've got this guy behind me who wants to speak to me, so I'm just going to cut out a sec, guys, and just finish off here. Okay, I spoke to that guy, just wanted to say thank you and what a great job I was doing. He said the area is an absolute disgrace. I said, yeah, I know, mate, I know. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is just fill up this. I'm going to go back to that bin again in a sec. It's only about 80 yards down the road. That's all I've travelled in this time. And then what I will do, throw that over there, what I'll do is put on a couple of fresh bags and then cross the road and then make my way back. Yeah, look at it, it's just never ending. It's just absolutely never ending at the moment. Let's get that. So yeah, I think I'll just fill these up to the limit, go back, dump them, and then across the road. Look, I don't know if you can see this, guys. You might not be able to. Look. Even the roundabouts had decided to have a bottle of rubbish left on it. Look, a bottle of Fanta. What hope is there, eh? I mean, there's no way that's been thrown. There's no way. There's a chance in a million that that'd get thrown and manage to sit upright like that. Someone's just gone and deliberately placed it there. You know why? Because they are dickheads. Utter dickheads. Right, guys, I'm going to go back to the bin and then I'll empty these and I'll catch you over the road in a minute. Right, guys, I just wanted to show you this pile for one last time before we walk around the corner and cross over the road. So I've got 7 bags there and a bit of tat. I've put some fresh bags on. I've lost my stick. So I'm going to go across the road and start heading around the corner. I'll catch you on that roundabout where that bottle of stuff is. Right, let's pick that up then. This is the sort of roundabout. Oh, it's heavy. This is the sort of roundabout where I don't mind getting onto, rather like the last video, the tragic roundabout. That's looking a lot better, although if you look in the bushes it looks horrific, but I can only do what I can do, guys. I can't even get to most of that. So I'm over halfway round. Hopefully the second half will be a little bit easier. If I can just get what's in these peripherals without digging too much. Just fill up a couple more bags. Then we'll go and shoot the next video over by the bus stop. But that will definitely be the next video now, guys. Otherwise I'll be in trouble with Lauren. She'll say, Dad, I've had to edit the video for too long. And I wanted to do something more exciting, like sit upstairs in my bedroom and do absolutely bugger all. Speak to my friends on Instagram or whatever it is called, Snapper Chapper. I don't know. Something I haven't got. Instagram. Let me just go and get that. I'm not on Snapper Chat and I'm not on Instagram. Or the other one. Tiki something, Tiki Talkies. Not on any of them. Right. Oh, nice. There's a little bit across the road I just want to go and get as well. See, these are just car drivers, look, they just park up and they're like, just chuck it on the floor before I go over the airport. That Shepperton Lane video I done a little while ago was similar. I was there bloody ages as well. Shepperton Lane I do go to about 3-4 times a year, just depends. This it's a once a year jobby. for me. It's just too far away. Same as the pit. I could keep the pit clean if it was sort of on my doorstep, and it isn't. I can't see myself going back to the pit. I might say, what's the film? What's the James Bond film? Never say never again. Never, but never say never, but I've got no intention of going there at the moment. It's a lost cause, I'm afraid. That's the problem with it. It is just, it's a lost cause. I just want to see if I can get anything out of here, guys. I don't think I can. There's a couple of little bits I can get here. I'm looking forward to breakfast. I'm looking forward to something. Might bribe Lauren. Make me some, oh, she made me some boiled eggs the other day. I said, Lauren, make Dad a couple of boiled eggs. She did say, Dad, I'm making some eggs. Do you want some? I said, yeah, make your Dad a couple of boiled eggs, would you, baby? Let's just go back over here. Missed a bit. Trying to do two sides of the road. Anyway. I said, I really like some soft boiled eggs, baby. I said, just boil them for about 3 minutes. Get the water to the boil and then 3 minutes. They were absolutely perfect. Hey? Egon Ronay couldn't have done any better. There's just a bit back here, guys, I want to do as well, which I've just seen. Just a bag. If it's black bag of rubbish, I'll just chuck it in here. There's a bit in here what I want to get. Let's try and get down low so you can see me rather than just the floor. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So yeah, not bad. Right, I'll make this the last little bit, I think, on this side, unless I see something horrific. I think these trainers are going to be for the bin when I get home. They're starting to, they was a pair of running shoes, but they're starting to need a little bit of room in the bins. I'm not collecting cans anymore, guys, by the way. I've got someone to come and collect them all. I had tons of them in my front garden. I must have had 50 bags of them in my front garden. Come and collected them. The guy said, bloody hell, mate, where'd you get all this from? I was like, oh, litter picking. He's like, bloody hell. I said, it is over a certain amount of time. And I said, I do go out litter picking pretty often, mate. Probably 6 days a week on average. On average, maybe more. I want to get that bottle. It's going to bug me. It's a big old bottle. Oh. Heavy bottle, that. Anyway, so the cans are gone. And hopefully I'll get some nice boiled eggs when I get home and get out of these trainers. They're cutting me, but I've got to go and film the other video yet, which you'll see in a couple of days now. Got a great title for this one, actually. I just thought of it as I'm at the bowling area. I think I'll just call this one Bowled Over. I've got a great story to tell you about bowling, actually. I'll tell you it because I am coming towards the end. So in 1993 I went to New York for the first ever time, and then I was seeing a girlfriend at the time, and I met her in Toronto in Canada, and we went to Niagara Falls. It was a lovely week, actually. It's freezing cold, and by freezing I mean freezing. Even hardened, I'm used to the cold. Even me, I couldn't spend more than 5 minutes out in the cold. It was absolutely freezing. I was wrapped up as well, like there was no tomorrow. It was so cold. Anyway, I stayed with my girlfriend's cousins. They were Irish and they live somewhere in Toronto. Let's just go and do that as well. Anyway, to cut a short story long, He said, we're going bowling. He said, you ever been bowling before? Now, I used to bowl quite often. Had my own ball, my own shoes, had my name printed on my own ball. But in the UK, the balls are like £8, £10, £12, £14. They go up in twos. Where I noticed in North America, you can get like a £13 ball or an £11 ball. And I used to bowl then with a £14 ball, but I always found it a little bit too heavy. Anyway, so we went bowling this day in Toronto, and he said to me, you ever bowled before? And I was like, nah, never done it before. Nah, never done it. He said, oh, it's good fun. I said, yeah, it looks good fun. I didn't tell him the truth. I was bowling about 3 nights a week. I wasn't a bad player. I used to average about 230 average. And I got this £13 ball, which was absolutely perfect for me. Absolutely perfect. The very first game I scored, listen to this guys, the very first game I scored 278, my best ever score. And he's like, you've never been bowling before? He said, look at it, you just scored that score. And I said to him, why, is that any good? Honestly, I was really winding him up. I said, is that any good? And he's like, any good, it's nearly the perfect score. I was like, oh right, okay. And then I sort of, the next game on this car, the next game I scored about 240, and on the third game I scored about 230, which was around what I averaged. I did tell him at the end of the week, I said, I got to tell you something. He's like, what's that? I said, I do go bowling. He's like, yeah. That was a good one. Yes. So this airport bowl I used to go to a lot, and then at the weekends I used to do bowling for like £1. It was like £1 a game. They call it $1 if you're in somewhere else. And the catch was though, you had to come. I can't get that. Oh yeah, okay, go around the other side of the fence, Gerald, don't be lazy. No entry. Not to me, son, not to me. Oh, and anyway, so they used to do bowling here for £1 a game. So yeah, we used to come, but the catch was you had to be here by 7 in the morning at the weekend. So I used to come bowling. Used to come with Buster a lot, actually. Buster here, actually. It's Buster here, actually. Buster was the ex-Olympic sprinter I've told you about. And anyway, so Buster is also Lauren's godfather. And he does look after her. He's a good lad, Buster. So we used to get something to eat here, and then I used to go training and whatnot late morning, 11 o'clock or so. Go out and do a session of like 51-minute reps with a 1-minute recovery. Those were the days. You think you're invincible at that age, don't you? You virtually are. Anyway, never mind. I've got other things in my life now, so I don't miss it. Right, let's just carry on, guys. Anyway, I'm nearly there. I've got about 100 yards to go until I get back to that very first roundabout I started cleaning. So we'll meet you up at the roundabout. Fill these bags in the meantime. I'll take these to the bin outside the bowling alley, and that will give us a total of 11 or 12 bags for this, which isn't bad. Not a bad morning's work. And as I said, and then what I'll do is I'll go and shoot the other video as if my feet can survive, because they're killing me at the moment. So I'll meet you in a minute, guys. There guys, I got 2 more bags. The mystery is, where is the first 2 bags gone that I left here? I can only assume that the council guy has come round. They do have a service on a Sunday, but he only picks up from the bins. So the 2 bags I left here at the start of the video are gone. So unless someone's chucked them in a bin, I don't know, from the airport, but they're gone. That's all that matters. So that's 7 bags round the corner, a bit of tat. 2 I got, and them 2. That's 11 bags and a bit of tat for this video. That's not a bad haul. I've done that nasty area. I won't be here again for a year. I won't be here again full stop. I'll be gone in a year. But nevertheless, thank you very much for watching, guys. I am going to go straight round the corner and film the next video, which you'll probably see in 2 or 3 days as part of March Madness. So I'll meet you around there, but for you it will be a couple of days. See ya, bye, catch you on the next one.